Now, there was some bad news in boxing this week. In fact, there were two loads. A couple of days ago, Paul Williams, a former world champion who was starting to prepare for a massive showdown with the unbeaten Mexican Alvarez, had a crash on his bike and he's still in hospital awaiting surgery. It looks like, I mean, he'll never fight again and there's a chance he'll never walk again. But a couple of days before that, there was even more shocking news. When Johnny Tapia, a living, breathing boxing legend, was actually found dead. Now, Tapia actually fought here. It was January the 19th. What a night it was, 2002. Here's Johnny Tapia at his best.
He has always had these fast hands and an amazing desire.
Yes, he has, but Alvarez could make it difficult for Tapia if he uses his height and his reach. He is pretty confident, tall, rangy, and really he's got to look to box from the outside, not get involved with a rugged, tough, hard Tapia.
He's already getting in with some body punches. Alvarez having to cover up, taking some of them on the elbows. Tapia, who's already had a big win at featherweight, knocking out Cesar Soto, who took Nassim Hamed 12 hard rounds in a world title fight, and nobody stopped Soto. And that was an incredible win, really, even if it is an aging Soto. And he's got Alvarez here with a cluster of punches. Look at this, round one, and I'm not sure the Argentine's going to get up from all of that. He's trying to spit out the gum shield. Tapia's already celebrating. He's given the fans what they want here. A first-round victory. The body shots did it.
There was nearly a 10-minute standing ovation that night for Johnny Tapia here at York Hall, and we're going to do something similar tonight. We're going to do the 10 bells. So we're going to go over to Mike Goodall now, who will talk to the crowd, and hopefully we'll have a very respectful 10 bells for Johnny Tapia. Over to Mike Goodall.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, over many years, some of British boxing's great names have entered the ring in this famous venue. Many have been or are to become world champions and household names. The list of great overseas boxers who have appeared here is too long to list, but this hall had witnessed few nights like it did in January 2002. Despite hailing from New Mexico in the USA and being a three-weight, 5 times world champion and a veteran of 20 world title fights, the incomparable Johnny Tapia declared to Frank Warren that he wanted to fight at London's most famous venue, the York Hall, to sample the atmosphere he had heard so much about. In 2002, he got his wish, and York Halls broke its attendance record to see Johnny Tapia win. Sadly, ladies and gentlemen, Johnny passed away this week. He was both a great fighter and a great man, but his life was sad and troubled. For despite being a hero in the ring, his hardest battles were outside with his continued fight against his personal demons. His ring record of 59 wins from 66 contests, 5 world titles in 3 different weights divisions in a career spanning 4 decades. Johnny's story was forever the making of a legend. Johnny's motto was Mi Vida Loca, or My Crazy Life. So, ladies and gentlemen, can I please ask you to stand for boxing's traditional 10 bells in respect of the one and only great Johnny Tapia.
The most amazing thing about that, after he fought at York, his very next fight was at Madison Square Garden. That's where he won his third world title against Manuel Medina, Steve.
It was incredible, the whole career. I remember, I'm going back, I followed him for a round. I went to Albuquerque in 1990 to stay with a friend, and I went to a gym to see if I could see him, but he'd vanished to Arizona the day before, which was typical, typical with Johnny then, and they were telling me then, I didn't know the full story of him. I just had a friend in Albuquerque, and when he told me stuff that was toe curling then, and the life just went on. I mean, then the book, My Vida Loca, it's just incredible. And that night here, Steve, even that was bizarre in the end. He had the great win in the ring, the wild ovation here. Then afterwards, we went to the press conference 10 minutes later. He'd gone back to his hotel with his wife, Teresa.
You know what I always marvel at, Enzo? I marvel at these guys like Sugar Ray Leonard, who managed to beat Marvin Hagler, despite, you know, whatever you think about the decision, after being a cocaine addict. And you might wonder with Tapia, how did he keep going into great fights and winning great fights when he had a serious, potentially life-threatening addiction?
To be honest, Steve, I really don't know. You know, he goes against all the rules of boxing. He was one of my favourite fighters on that time, you know, along with Barrera. You know, he fought Barrera, he fought Medina, he fought Soto. You know, he was a great fighter, and he always wore his heart in his sleeve. Yeah. You know, he come to fight.
He wore his heart out in the end. Now with Steve Lillis and Enzo sharing a few Tapia memories. But we've had